What's up YouTube? It's Ben, and in this video, I'm gonna give you an exact game plan that you can utilize to take your recruiting agency from zip nada to six figures and even more. All right, guys, if it's your first time checking out this channel or me, my name is Ben Nader. I do videos on recruiting, business, entrepreneurship, software, investing, real estate, business in general. If you like that kind of stuff, you should definitely smash that subscribe button and become one of our subscribers so you can check out this game, check out this content that we give every single Monday through Friday on this channel. Let's jump right into this video. Okay, guys, so I said exactly what I said. I'm gonna give you a game plan that will get you to six figures in recruiting and beyond. This is something that we do in Recruiter Empire Mentorship, our program, which, by the way, Cyber Monday, if you're watching this video on November 28th exactly. Can't be watching it like 3 days later or anything like that. If you're watching it today on November 28th exactly, Monday, you can book a call with my team and get a 20% discount off of our promotional Empire Mentorship program. So, link in description to book a call with my team. You have just today, only midnight Pacific time on Monday, November 28th. I was going to do 11/28, but you have that time frame to book a call and get your discount. All right, so enough with that stuff. Let's get right into this. Here's your game plan. Guys, if you follow this step by step, obviously there's a lot of nuance involved, and that's obviously a lot of what we teach, but let me give you the basics, the core of exactly what you need to do to build an agency, recruiting or staffing, all the way up to six figures, multi-six figures, or even seven figures. Number one, build out your business foundation, both legally and brand. So you need to understand, brand is a big component. Website, LinkedIn, having an online presence, right? Legalities, having an LLC, having a DBA, having an EIN. Does anyone know what those words mean? If you do, good. If you don't, good too. We can teach you everything. So here's the deal. Getting your foundation set up is step number one. Once you've got that clear, you're good to go to move on to step number two. All right, so step number two is gonna be software. So there's gonna be some cling on software that you're going to need to utilize when you're actually streamlining your recruiting or staffing business. So number one, LinkedIn Sales Navigator. You guys always hear me talking about this, but this is kind of the core element of software that you need for your business. Number two, I would highly recommend a data mining tool, a tool that's going to get you email addresses, phone numbers, whatever it might be that you can utilize to contact decision makers, candidates. I'll get into that later, but we need data. Data is the new game. It's the new way. If you don't have data, you're losing the game. I guarantee it. Other software that you might want to add on is like a CRM of some sort. If you're brand spanking new, you can literally use an Excel spreadsheet. If you have one client right now, maybe two, you can keep track of that stuff on an Apple Note like I did when I made my first six figures on Apple Notes, right? But you can make an Excel spreadsheet. You can utilize whatever you want. You can get a cheap CRM. You can do any of those things. And you can also, by the way, add in some LinkedIn automation so that you can automate your LinkedIn outreach, which will help a ton, save a ton of your time, and be super productive for your outreach to get you more clients, more candidates, basically making you more money. All right, so number three, messaging. The right templates, the right email sequences, the right DM sequences for LinkedIn. You need to have this stuff dialed in. Obviously, inside our mentorship program, we have a library of all these documents, of all these sequences, of all the messaging that works. We've been doing Empire Mentorship for 4 years. I think we've learned a thing or two along the way. We figured out what gets responses. So we have a proven sequence of emails. We have a proven sequence of DMs that actually intrigues people, that grabs their attention, that puts out a good value proposition for those people so they actually respond. So we've got that on board, but you need good messaging to actually get deals. All right, so next up, number 4, a super simple, straight line, straightforward phone call I hate to say the word script. I want to use format. So that's what we use. Format or framework, okay? It's not a script because everyone will always veer off of the script. So it's a format, it's a framework. That's how it works. We have this airtight. So once you actually get somebody to respond to you and they're interested in working with you because they saw you had a beautiful value proposition that we gave to you and you sent out, right? If you have one or you came up with one yourself, whatever, doesn't matter. Once you get on the phone or once you get on a Zoom meeting with this prospective client, what are you going to say? How are you going to run the call? How are you going to control the process, right? These are all things that we go through deep. But basically, you need to understand exactly the format on which that needs to run, because if you don't do it properly, you're not going to get a signed contract. And I'm going to dive into that right next. So naturally, number 5 is those signed contract agreements that are proven to be signed basically every time. So a signed agreement, like an agreement that is absolutely bulletproof, airtight, watertight, literally has everything you need in it already packed into it. If you don't have this, everybody wants this, right? But we only give it out to our mentorship students. But this is what you need next in the game plan. If you don't have this, you can't do business. You need to send your prospective clients an agreement, a contract, right? The contract must have all of the legal stipulations that are necessary for you guys to do business together. The proper legal stipulations, the right clauses, the right words, the right verbiage, the right everything inside that document so that it can actually withstand doing business with somebody else legally. All right, so number 6, once we get a bunch of clients using a lot of the techniques that I just mentioned earlier in the steps, we need to find candidates. So proper candidate sourcing, proper recruiting techniques, tactics, strategies, methods. We need all that stuff on board. If you don't know how to do that, you need to learn how to do that, right? So you need to learn how to find the right candidate for the right job. You need to how to learn how to interview the right candidate for the right job. You need to learn how to qualify the right candidate for the right job. You need to learn everything about candidates and how to market to candidates the actual job itself, right? You do need to do a little bit of selling, even though I hate saying that, selling of the job to the candidate. Otherwise, they're kind of going to be like, yeah, whatever, I got another offer. But if you're a really, really good recruiter, you're going to learn how to actually give these candidates what they need and what they need to hear, what they want to hear, so that they'll take your job offer so that you will get paid. All right, so my last one, number 7, is really, really simple. This is basically invoicing your client and collecting payment and the proper follow-up sequence on that. So basically figuring out exactly what amount are you charging based on a fee and a guarantee and net terms, knowing all of those levers, how to pull them, how to negotiate them, how to set them up, how to set up the invoice, when to send the invoice, and then exactly how to go through the process of following up if your client doesn't pay on time. So that's the game plan, guys. If you want to watch this twice, you should, because every single step in there is something that's there for you to win, to get you to 6 figures. If you can master every single one of those, you will get to 6 figures. But there's so much nuance and there's so many things that I didn't mention on each of those little bullet point items that you need to learn this from a mentor. You need to learn this through a program. That's why we offer Recruiter Empire mentorship programs. So with that being said, today's Cyber Monday. Again, if you guys are watching on Monday, November 28th, you can claim 20% off on our mentorship program. Book a call, link in description to do so. I will see you guys on the inside.